Real tradesman legacy work. Iron worker welder. I had so much fun doing this, fam. I was just driving to the school, to the college, and this is in Little Rock, right off of Martin Luther King, right behind the Children's Hospital. Around that area, they are adding a lot of extensions to the existing buildings, and this is what I used to do a lot in Arkansas and in Phoenix out west. I traveled doing this, and I just wanted to take a moment to reflect on it, fam, you know, because this is what made me, you know. Right now the concrete trucks are coming in, and like, this was the life. The PPE, the, you know, having extra clothes on when it's cold, like, this was the life, fam. You know what I mean? Like, just working on different genie lifts and boom lifts and sky tracks and cranes. Like, I remember, like, someone asked, how did you get your jobs when you was, you know, traveling? And a lot of times, fam, I went looking for cranes. And I had my business card, got my hard hat in here with me now, my high vest, my boots on, and I would go to different job sites, give out my little business card with my personal information on it. And I have got hired on site. I remember in Fayetteville, Arkansas, when I first went up there, I got hired on site. I did the same thing, went up there, seen the cranes, talked to the gentleman, had all my PPE on, like I was ready, like I was already working. The guy asked me, could I take a test in front of him? He seen my welds and what I could do, and they had another guy out there that could weld good. He said, man, he can do it. And we went from there. And the guy told me, when we get off, I'm gonna send you up there to the office so you can do the paperwork. Literally, fam. So, you know, you don't have no excuse. You just gotta have a little hustle in you, fam. You know, have a little hustle. Be willing to hustle. Be willing to think outside of the box and go knock on some of these job doors, man. You know, it's a lot of people that didn't show up today. There's a lot of people that, you know, had excuses. See, it'd be great welders out there, but it'd be people that have excuses. They don't want to come in and put the work in. You know what I mean? They got, you know, they stayed up too late last night. You know, so there's a lot of opportunities out here, fam. We just have to look for them, fam. Salute, salute. Thanks for checking in. Man, I ain't gonna lie, fam, I enjoyed it. Like, I never went into the union, though. So mine was always right to work, but I enjoyed ironwork and welding. Like, that's what freed me. That's what helped me start my business. That's how I moved to Phoenix, Arizona and got started. Like, ironwork and welding, fam. You know, like, I enjoyed the whole thing. And I learned so much from, like, even running crews out there. I used to do the bent plate. I go around and go to bent plate on every level. As they getting ready now, they bring in the concrete, you know, from the floors that they already finished. You know what I mean? I'm familiar with the process, fam. Putting in the fire escape, putting in the, like I say, from even setting the beams to putting in all of the bent plate from around the building all the way around, you know. Extra extensions, whatever need to be done. Moment welds, you know, the full nine. Yeah, you gonna weld a lot. I weld a lot as an iron worker. We connected and welded, but I didn't do a lot of walking the metal. I did some, you know, a little bit, but that wasn't my thing. I was an iron worker welder. That was iron workers. That's all they wanted to do was connect. That's what they lived to do. Connect, walk the metal. Like, they liked walking the beams. You know what I'm saying? They liked it. That wasn't never my thing. I never really, you know, I did what I needed to do, you know what I mean? But I was an iron worker welder, though, so I specialized and stayed in my field, and then I had a crew. So, like I say, I was running the bent plate crew and also the fire escape crew. So I put in the fire escapes. I was always putting those welds in because that had to be done, and the handrails inside the fire escape, you know. So, you know, it's good money in that. Great money, fam, especially if you love being outside and love to travel, man. I got a chance to go, like, literally doing ironworking. I went from South Carolina to Washington State. and someone else was paying me as I was traveling, and I was enjoying myself as I was doing this as a ironworker welder, fam. I can't make it up. That's why I encourage people now, now I'm back in Little Rock, Arkansas, and we teaching at the Meta 24 program, and we're just now starting to get things off the ground, but we're giving the community options, fam. If you want to do this type of work, if you want to do factory work, if you want to start your own, I just think we need to have more options, but we have to have work ethics, fam. We have to be willing to wake up, just like these folks. They out here, fam. They've been out here for a minute. I'm just now getting the opportunity to record, and I was thinking about it the last week, honestly. And this rising, as I was passing through, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna record. I'm gonna sit here and go live a little bit just to encourage the community, and it also made me feel good just to see it, man. I see an iron worker up there at the top, about to do some welding. He got his hood on. Let me see if we could. See if I could, one right over here in the corner over here. We might see some sparks over here. I seen him drop his hood. Let me see, we might end up seeing something. But I seen the ironworker welder with his hood on, you know what I mean? Hood connected to the hard hat, fam. That's part of it. And I ain't gonna lie, fam, I missed it. I enjoyed it, fam. Salute, salute. And I enjoyed those days. We might see my guy do some work though, but I literally seen it, But fam, I was always out here like all over the place, like running the lifts. Like I just know the job site, fam, from, like my name. Man, it's a great path, fam. For anyone that's thinking about diving into welding, like I say, there are so many aspects. I would just say don't get overwhelmed, but do your research beforehand. Before you dive into school, I always recommend don't go to school and just have them pick where you want to go. Start doing your own research. Figure out if you want to be outside, if you want to be inside, if you want to do fabrication on heavy steel, if you want to build furniture and do nice clean work. You know what I'm saying? Just figure out what you want to do. But I'm going to tell you right now, the economy is suffering from people who don't want to go out and do the physical labor from all trades. Now, I will say this though. Somebody say don't go to school, lie on your resume. You got to have the skills. So I'm not saying you have to go to school, but you got to get the education though, fam. You got to get the education. And I'm going to be honest with you. Since they say lie on the application, I'm going to be honest with you. I have told them on the application when I got out of prison that I had the years experience just so I can get the job, because I had just got out and I ain't have enough experience on paper, but I knew I could do the job. So I'm like, well, the worst thing they can do is fire me. I'm like, forget it, I got to eat, fam. It's a crooked system, fam. I'm trying to play straight. So I'm like, they're gonna have to fire me. I'm gonna tell you something, to be honest with you, fam. I never got fired. I quit plenty of jobs, but I never got fired by telling them that. You know what I mean? But you have to do what you got to do, fam. It's either do that or not eat. I'm going to be depressed. Won't nobody give me a job because I'm a felon. Man, do what you got to do, fam. That's all I'm going to say. It didn't, I slept good at night. And the way I felt about it, when you especially coming from rural areas, black and brown, fam, we already got so many stigmas and so many reasons why we can't get hired. If you got the skill set, just do what you got to do, fam. Feed your family. You're not breaking no law. You're not going to go to prison or jail because you said you wasn't a felon, or you said you had 3 years experience and you only had 1, but you could do all the tests and you could do the work. The main thing I say, fam, is, to those out there that want to dive into it, learn everything. Out here, it's a lot of stick welding and flux coring. They're using a lot of flux core now because it's faster. You're not just throwing away rods, and it doesn't take bottles. So a lot of systems are using flux core out here, and they still got stick now. Stick is gonna be God. They still got that 70-18. You better believe it. It's all over the place. But at the same time, flux core too is heavy in the field. Salute, man. I had so many jobs, man. You know, one of the ones I'm proud of, I did some iron working in Tempe, Arizona for the college, man. That was cool. Working on that college out there was great. That was great experience. Just working throughout Arizona on some buildings, at the mines. Like I was all over Kingsman. Like I was all over Arizona. Tucson, and I enjoyed it. I even hit some stuff up in Nevada. I was up in Sparks and around Reno area, you know what I mean? So I got a chance to see some stuff, fam. As an ironworker welder, fam. That's why, you know, I had to come take a moment to pay homage. I'm paying homage to my ironworkers out there. So let's just take a moment to pay homage to all the ironworker welders we have lost in the trades. Just take a moment of silence for them. Fam, I lost some good brothers and sisters too in the trade. One of my brothers I lost, his wife ended up contacting me, letting me know he had passed, and I didn't even know he had passed. He had went overseas and did some welding, and while he was over there, he got sick. He caught something, but whatever it was, it ate him up, fam. He got some type of cancer or something happened over there, and it ate him up, man. So salute to all the union and non-union workers, fam, we have lost in the ironworking field since we started ironworking, from the days of, you know, from the East Coast days of throwing in buildings, from, you know, skyscrapers to now, you know. So just want to pay homage to them, fam, because a lot of the things that we enjoy is behind the ironworker welders, fam, being out here taking these risks so that way we could have better hospitals, better schools, you know, better programs. So salute to them. And like I say, fam, I'm at Arkansas Baptist. For those who want to call, get on the waiting list, learn more about the program, the phone number is 501-420-1200. That's 501-420-1200. Arkansas Baptist asks about the welding program, Meta 24 program, fam. I really think it's a great opportunity for those who are trying to scale. For those who are trying to scale, fam. For those who want to email me and get on my personal email list there at the college, is joe.brown@arkansasbaptist.edu. So I'm gonna make sure I leave a description of my email inside the message when I close this video out. And for those who want to get on my recruiter email list, you can email me at yourweldingcoach@gmail. That's yourweldingcoach@gmail. If you want to get on my recruiter waiting list, I do have recruiters that's looking for iron workers nationwide, from Arkansas to Virginia to California, Texas. Texas is hot right now. All through Texas is hot, fam. You trying to get to Texas, they got all type of work in Texas, Alabama, North Carolina. You know, there's a lot of work going on right now, fam. A lot of reconstructions, a lot of money out here, and people out here, and they need you. You can pass a drug test, you got some travel, you wanted to travel, you know, it's money out here, especially for us ironworker welders. So I just wanted to go live and just talk to everyone about, you know, about the trade, fam, and just reminisce and pay homage to how I got there. You know, just reflecting, fam. You know, I can say this. I do want to say hourly, I made it to $30 an hour. That's how much I made doing this in the field, was $30 an hour. And at that time, I was a foreman. So when I turned into a foreman, I was making $30 an hour. But before, I was a lead man making 27. You know, I was making 27, then I went to 30 as a foreman. And I was making good money when I was out there doing, honestly, when I first hit 20 and 22, like all of those was great experiences, fam, growing up in the trade. Salute. I appreciate that, fam. I appreciate that love. And fam, you know, the crazy thing is, fam, like I say, I wasn't in the union. I could have made a lot more in the union. I was trying to have the union recruit me, but I ended up transitioning from working as a foreman, making it to that 30, to transitioning to my business, going from 30 to 65 an hour as a contractor for these type of companies, ironworker companies. I had my own truck, my own welder. I had a crew, people that was willing to work for me, wanting to work for me. So it ended up turning into some independence for me. So, you know, I really did enjoy my time in the field, fam, you know. So seeing these guys out here walking and get into it, fam, you know, I just got to pay homage to them, fam, because this is where it's at. I love the work. I love the grind, the hustle, all the above, fam. So, like I say, fam, I'm in Arkansas. I'm in Little Rock, Arkansas now. I'm in Arkansas Baptist. If you know someone that's looking for a welding program, if you want to help support the welding program, right now we're on the stage on turning the shipping container into a welding lab. So if you want to get involved in that, donate some metal, come down, help me weld some metal in here, whatever the situation is, fam, you're open to help. I'm here. I'm open. Like I say, you can give me a call. Call down to the school. Like I say, I'm always open to network and have people come by that want to fill the seats. If you got some kids out there that have academics, basketball, football, they helping you get your GED. You can get a trade. You can get degrees. Like, it's a full round welded program, fam. And then they just kicked off an entrepreneur boot camp academy where they're getting kids out of the juvenile homes and they're bringing them into the college and they're grooming them and giving them opportunities to get college credits and change their past, fam. Like, it's a win-win situation, because we know that we've been trying to fix the problem downhill. The problem start uphill with the babies, fam. So we can go back and catch the youth before they get too old and really give them some more knowledge, give them some skills. We can change their situation. So that's what I'm trying to do, fam. That's why I'm here. So I appreciate everybody for catching in on the live. Like I say, fam, I just wanted to go live and take a moment to pay homage. Like I say, this is what I used to do. I love doing, and to see them out here on it, knowing that I'm helping people dive into the same trade, it's just encouraging. I appreciate everybody for checking in with me, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure you check out my new ebooks. All my ebooks is inside the description, fam. I got some great ones. Those who are diving to school, Don't Quit Welding School ebook, only $9. I actually designed that for those who are who really need some guidance in the booth, who really need a coach, who really need some of that encouragement, because I know how it is. I've been there, fam. So I appreciate those for showing support. For those who like my gear, fam, you can go on Amazon and put in Hog On Welding, hoodies, t-shirts, all the above, and you can pick up some of my gear on Amazon. Hopefully soon I'm going to have a Your Welding Coach, some Your Welding Coach gear, and it's probably going to be through Shopify. So I'm probably going to create that through Shopify. But I do have some cool little images that I've been working on, some t-shirt images. So hey, man, I appreciate the love and support. I appreciate those who've been liking, sharing the channel, leaving comments. All of that helps all my subscribers. I appreciate it. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And like I say, share the information with someone who needs it, fam. I'm in Little Rock, Arkansas now personally, so if you want to network with me, hey, hit me up. If you want me to come out to your city, your state, and speak, encourage others, fam, hey, hit me up, fam. Email me at joe@yourweldingcoach.com or yourweldingcoach@gmail.com, or you can call me at 501-400-5806. That's 501-400-5806 for any type of business any type of business questions, signing up in school, how to get into the programs. Like I say, the goal is to help change the situation for the people in the area, fam, and for those who really need it. So I appreciate the love, yeah, fam. If it wasn't for y'all, Your Welding Coach wouldn't be as big as it is now. So hey, man, I'm humble. I appreciate the love and support, fam, and y'all enjoy y'all day. I'm gonna let you get back on the grind. And like I say, I just wanted to come And I seen these brothers working, and I just had to take a moment to reflect, fam, because if you don't know where you've been, it's gonna be hard to remember where you're going, fam. So sometimes it's good to stop back and remember. Step back and just remember. Because sometimes we get in situations and we be like, man, it's hard. And then you get to looking back like, woo, it was harder then. It's easier now, it was harder then. So y'all be blessed, fam. Continues to prosper. I'm out. Hold on.